Hey everybody, welcome to Spikey Saturday number 180 on the Mana Leek. I'm John as always, and Guilds of Ravnica is finally here, which is a weird thing to say because I've definitely drafted it a lot of times on Arena already. But this is my first MTGO draft, and this is my first Guilds of Ravnica draft video. I'm enjoying the format. It's got a couple of problems, as I think gold sets tend to have, or at least Ravnica sets tend to have. They are super fun formats with a limited number of decks, unfortunately. But even though I'm losing to Boros a whole heck of a lot, I'm still thoroughly enjoying myself. And speaking of Boros, we've got a fancy-dancy Mythic here, which I've got to check prices on. It's a whopping 35 cents, and it's an awful card. There's a Crackling Drake here. I desperately want to play Izzet more than I have. I've played a lot of Dimir, and I've played a lot of Boros. There's just a Boros Legion Guildmage here. Yeah, I mean, the Guildmage is definitely easier to cast. You could technically splash it if you were in Izzet, I suppose, or perhaps Selesnya. Integrity Intervention is okay, but it's not super duper amazing. It's only amazing if you're in Boros, of course, and Guildmage might just be better. This is actually a tough pick. There's a Siege Worm, but green is unfortunately pretty bad in the format. Mono green anyways. The green white cards are good, the green black cards are okay, and the mono green cards are Siege Worm or garbage, essentially. I kind of actually want to take this Crackling Drake and just force. It's really, really, really good. But maybe we should just be Boros. Yeah, we should just be boring, I suppose. And, hey, look at that. Literal 0 red cards. So, I guess good thing we didn't take the Crackling Drake. The blue cards are Whisper Agent and then mediocre-ish. But there's just a Unicorn here. And there's also a Parhelion Patrol. Probably best white common that isn't removal. Maybe. But Inspiring Unicorn is very, very good. Goes in a Boros deck for sure. Necrotic Wound is okay. Plague Crafter is fine. Pair of Lockets. Ugh. This pack has a Dragon's... 3 Lockets. I didn't even see that. This pack is a Dragon's Maze pack. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm glad that Unicorn's there. Otherwise, wouldn't have been too happy. We get past an Overgrown Tomb. I assume the Shocklands are nigh on worthless on Magic Online. It's $1.80. It's not amazing. We could just take a Direct Current, which isn't... I'm totally happy and fine with it in Izzet. In Boros, it's not as good. Neither Sworn Companions. I'm almost tempted to take that Overgrown Tomb, just to have it. I should also mention this is a sponsored draft. This is Michael's sponsored draft. So all these cards will go to him. Boy. These packs have been a touch weak. Field's cool, but we haven't really leaned into Boros yet. Or is it? Sonic Assault definitely pushes us towards it. Overgrown Tomb. It's not worth that much. I might actually just take this Direct Current. Let's take the Direct Current. Let's take a card that might actually help us win. Crawl Harpooner, a very good green card. Like I said, there's not many, but that's a very good one. Samala Woodshaper, totally fine. Deadweight 4th pick is a little bit questionable. An uncommon, a rare, and 2 commons taken over Deadweight. Deadweight's super, super, super good. It beats Boros. It really, really puts the damper on Boros. So I'm actually strongly tempted to pick that up. Unfortunately, it doesn't go with anything we've taken here. There's no black-white. There's no black-red. So we'd be going off guild if we do take that Deadweight. But white, there's literally nothing. Red, there may as well literally be nothing. So these 2 colors may just disappear. So I think we just take the Deadweight here and see what happens. We get past just Status Statue. Those are the 2 words. And that's another great card. So I think we may possibly just abandon Boros if we're getting past signals like that from our right. Beyond that, like, we're not taking a Hammer Dropper just to stay in Boros. Watcher in the Mist, very, very good, but I'd be okay exploring the potential of... I'd prefer Dimir splashing green, but Golgari could be a thing, and Statue is just really, really good. Status is fine. Statue is really good. Let's pick it up. Let's pick it up here. So following that up, we get Capture Sphere. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's probably the best card in this pack. We're not taking an Electromancer with what we've got. Golgari Guildgate could absolutely be an option here. But we kind of waffled a whole lot on those first 3 picks, so I almost just want to not bother with the Guildgates just yet. It's a weird pack. Or it's a weird pod. Let's take that Capture Sphere. Okay. We get Selective Snare, Disdainful Stroke, Bartizan Bats. I'm fine with all 3 of these cards. So the red-white is definitely getting pushed. Ooh, they changed the magic packs. Definitely getting pushed further and further over. Guess we can probably just take the Bartizan Bats here. Selective Snare has been great when you're against Selesnya and they have a bunch of soldiers, but that's about it. Menagerie is awful. Yeah, let's take the Bats. I don't know. Well, I guess... What? People are not drafting black. There should not be a Deadly Visit and a Darkblade Agent here, and even Burglar Rat is fine enough. You can see green-white definitely getting passed by. These 2 cards are solid, but the green doesn't go quite as well. But we'll certainly take a Deadly Visit, and it looks like Dimir may be open. So let's take that Deadly Visit. Get a Burglar Rats, Desert of Light's Veiled Shade. This is all fine. I'll go with that Burglar Rats. It's better than I thought. It's better than I thought for sure. If we can get a disinformation campaign, it'd be great. Muse Drake has slightly unimpressed me. It's fine, but it's slightly unimpressed me. I'll probably take it over the first Devious cover-up. If this was a 1 blue Surveil 1 counterspell, Sinister Sabotage, I would certainly pick it up here. I have zero interest in ever playing a Locket if I can ever help it. Never happened, and Wisconsin Crab, nope, so we'll take that Muse Drake. Well, we could take a Wisconsin Crab here. We could just take a Guildgate. We're not going to splash white. Let's just take the Wisconsin Crab. Another Burglar Rat. 4th last pick Burglar Rat is not correct. Like, I'm higher on it than I was in the set review. I'm not saying it's a first pick, but it's sure as hell not a 4th pick. And I mean, Spinal Centipede maybe shouldn't be here as well. Moodmark Painter directly belongs right where it is right there. It's awful. And we'll take the Spinal Centipede and be fine with that. Boy, this is a weird pod. Who am I drafting with? Things feel wonky. Oh, actually, is that Bad Wolf? I assume that's not Nicole. I think she uses a B in her name. Nicole Nelson, content creator. Veiled Shade is fine. It's in our colors. Pack's favor, sure. Weird packs. Hey, Ral. I totally didn't just play with you on Arena. What's Ral worth? Ral's worth a whole 386. So we can definitely take and splash for him. We're going to be looking for an Izzet Guildgate, and we definitely want to establish ourselves in Dimir. We need to solidify our ability to play Dimir here. There's a House Guildmage as well that I'd really like. An Unexplained Disappearance, which in 8 drafts or more, plus all the seals, I've literally never played. And I want that to be my most drafted card, but I just never get to play it. So yeah, Deadly Visit, House Guildmage, but we're just going to have fun here. We're going to have fun and take Ral. We Dragonauts. I mean, boy, do we just like... we can't keep waffling here. We can't jump into Izzet, can we? So if we jump into Izzet, we'd want to splash for like Deadweight Deadly Visit. We'd get to keep the Direct Current, but there's so many picks we'd have to give up. But man, look at this pack, eh? Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I mean, we should probably just stick into Dimir. But I want to force Izzet, but we need to force that in pack 1, not in pack 2. So if we ripped out the black except for like Deadweight, which isn't a great splash, and none of that's a good splash, so we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards. We would need 15, 16. We would need 18 cards, and that's not going to happen. So let's be responsible, even though I don't want to be. We get a Thought Erasure. We get a Burglar Rat number 3. We just get a Pitiless Gorgon. Pitiless Gorgon will be fine here. The Guild Gate's not the Guild Gate that we want, unfortunately. Yeah, so I guess we're just on Gorgon here. We don't need another Muse Drake. We don't need another Burglar Rat. We've already got 2. Thought Erasure, I've actually played and it's been okay. If you're, especially if you're Surveil heavy. We don't have any Surveil payoffs just yet. So I think I'm just on this Pitiless Gorgon. Is it Guild Gate? Barrier Bones, Bartizan Bats. Yeah, this is where we take the Is it Guild Gate. Because all this other stuff is pretty darn replaceable. Is it Guild Gate? Get in there. These 3 cards are officially gonzer. So we've got a Wall of Mist and nothing. So that feels pretty bad. That feels really bad. Really, really, really bad. I guess we're taking it. Boy. This deck may not turn out well. We've got a Crawl Swarm. I mean, that could be a win condition. If they don't have a flyer, we just get through with that. Lot of the Giant is so expensive, and Undergrowth is so underpowered. Bleh. Mephitic Vapors, I don't feel like we need it. Anything that we're going to kill, the Ritual of Soot kills as well. And even more. The Surveil's nice, and I've absolutely loved this out of the sideboard sometimes, but I'm not taking it over a potential win condition. It's not a great win condition, but it's a creature that'll hit in the air. Undercity Necrolisc is okay. Probably better than the first Radical Idea, but I'm pretty sure I would play a Radical Idea in this deck. So we've got... It works really well with the Burglar Rats. Like, the discard on it is great, and then it's pretty awful. But if it becomes a counter for our Necrolisc plus Menace, that will be pretty fine. So we'll take that Necrolisc. Splashing for the statue is going to kind of suck. We don't have the green, and I think Ral's just better. Even if we don't really get too much -3 action off Ral, the +1 is just super, super, super good. I say that having played 7 matches with him this morning, just for fun on Magic Arena. But yeah, this deck is looking like a thing. Not a good thing, but it's looking like an okay thing. And I'm hoping that will be enough for MTGO. Magic Arena has been weird. The AI apparently was never told that Boros is an option, nor were they told that Boros is an extraordinarily good option. So you end up facing Boros a lot, and the decks are insane. Absolutely insane. Well, this pack suddenly got better. Now it looks like we're in the right seat again. I would play every single one of these cards very happily. I would take every single one of these cards very happily right now. But I think I'm going to take the Sinister Sabotage as the card here. Unconditional removal, 3 mana. We're definitely playing a draw-go kind of late game sort of deck. So I'm pretty happy with that. Leapfrog, we're not quite casting enough spells to be triggering that all the time. Notion Rain I'd be happy with. Whisper Agent has performed very well for me, but we're going to take that Sinister Sabotage. Here we get a Golgari Guildgate, which helps us with the statue. So I'm fine with that. There's also a Hired Poisoner, which is a card that we definitely super want to play, but we're going to take that Guildgate. Here we kind of miss out. We miss out a bit here. We're not playing a Locket. We're not playing a Maximize Altitude. We're not splashing for a Guild Mage. So we'll take the Guild Mage, but none of these cards are going to get played. Boy. That's interesting. That card probably shouldn't be there. If this was a pod draft, I'd be hating that card at the moment, because I don't know that I'm going to play either of these cards. We can take one, though, just for signaling purposes. We're super not going to play any of them. Let's take a Dazzling Lights, I guess. Barrier of Bones is okay. I'd prefer something else. We probably can find a fix there. Let's take a Fog. I said, well, no. Let's properly hate draft. I've actually gotten really bad at this with league drafts. Is being like, oh, this pick doesn't matter. Also, these cards look way too identical. And in a pod draft, Prey Upon is 100% the correct pick there. You do not want anybody at your table to have Prey Upon. So that pick actually mattered in a hate draft sense. We'll take this. Never happened. And playing in leagues so much has definitely kind of screwed me up a little bit when I sit down for a paper draft and Don't hate draft like that when I should be. Huh. Very good white pack. Good is it pack. And we get a Guildgate or a Stroke or a Bats or a Radical Idea. I might just be on the Guildgate here. Because I bet we can get that Radical Idea back around. And if not that, we can get the Bat or the Drakes back around. So yeah, I think we're just on Guildgate. In you go. Fix our mana. Another Shockland. I assume all of the Shocklands are pretty worthless. It's worth $1. But much more importantly, we get a Price of Fame and an Artful Takedown and a Night Veil Sprite. I could actually walk away from the table just picking that. But we'll take Price of Fame. It's absolutely ludicrous removal. And who knows, maybe we get super lucky. Maybe nobody's Dimir and we get Artful Takedown back around. So we've got 3 picks because we've got 3 Guildgates sitting here. We get a Dimir Informant, which is okay. We get a Hired Poisoner, which I think is better. Maybe the Surveil's better so that we can make sure that we find our fixing. Boy, I think the correct pick is Poisoner here if we were a straight blue-black deck. The fact that I do really kind of want to find my red, and sometimes will definitely want to find my green, kind of pushes me towards the Informant. So I'm going to take the Informant here. Okay. Well, we get a Darkblade Agent. We're surveilling 1 time. 2 times, 3 times, although Counterspell won't matter for it probably. And that is all that we are we're surveilling 1 more time with Deadly Visit. So that's not much surveil for the Darkblade Agent, unfortunately. Pilfering Imp I'm not interested in. Child of Night is mediocre. Second Pitiless Gorgon could be good. Splashing and an Affectionate Indrik, I don't think we quite have the fixing for that, so I think I will just take the Darkblade Agent here. Plague Crafter. Plague Crafter's good. We've actually got a fair bit of removal. I don't know that we need the Capture Sphere. So we've got that, or we've got another Dimir Informant, a Disdainful Stroke. Gatekeeper Gargoyle technically could be a 6/6 flyer if we lucked out, but realistically it's going to be like a 4/4 flyer, which is okay. And honestly might be a victory condition. Like, we're removing with Price of Fame and a Capture Sphere, and we're killing stuff with Ritual of Soot, and we're countering stuff, and Statue, and Dead Weight. So yeah, actually, this may just be a boring, but effective finisher. Whereas Plague Crafter, it doesn't quite do what our deck needs right now. So we'll take this Gatekeeper here. Oh boy, we get a Spybug, we get an Artful Takedown, we get a Crawl Swarm. Unfortunately, we're not surveilling quite enough for Dimir Spybug. This thing, however, with a Night Veil Sprite is insane. But I think we're going to take the Artful Takedown here. Be just even more killy, I suppose. Potentially actually cutting green and just saying, you know what, we don't need Statue. We've got way better removal and we can not hurt our mana quite as much. So I think we'll do that. We get an Azoni. A second Artful Takedown. Holy moly. Yeah, we'll certainly take another Artful Takedown. We're really loading up on 4s, which is going to be a significant problem. Pretty significant problem. Yeah. So if we take another Artful Takedown, we could cut... How many creatures do we have? 15? Take another Artful Takedown. We could cut probably a creature. I'm not sure what that cut will be, but we're taking that Artful Takedown. Yes, I get to play it. I think there's so many cards here that I want. Like Capture Sphere, Hypothesis, we could splash with the Ral, Leapfrog, Unexplained Disappearance, Whisper Agent. I think we've got to go for that Unexplained Disappearance, though. We need some early game to interrupt our opponents, and I want to play with it finally. So we're definitely going to take that. We're going to need a cut, though. We're going to need a couple of cuts. I don't even know what the cuts are. I mean, Veiled Shade is kind of a win condition, but maybe it's just the worst. Maybe it's just the worst. We get a Disdainful Stroke, which I think will go in the sideboard. We've got removal for big things. We've got a Pass Wall Adept, I suppose. Let's hate out this Siege Worm. Let's take a Gorgon. So we need 3 cuts. That's tough. That's real tough. That's real tough. Maybe Crawl Swarm? Like, maybe our Gargoyle and Bats... No, we need more. We need better win conditions, don't we? It's tough. It's tough, I tell you. And it's great that we have choices. It's great that we have choices. And we're not scrounging for playables. Super happy with the format. Super enjoying it. Like, if we cut one creature, the Necrolisc suddenly feels a lot worse now, doesn't it? Maybe Barrier of Bones. Yeah, Barrier of Bones is just awful. We'll cut that. It doesn't block enough. And we've got Deadweight to kill the early drop, and that'll block better than the Wall of Bones. And we got the bounce, we got the counters. So, we need one more cut here. I feel like Ritual of Soot is fine in the main board, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just better in the side. It's probably better than the side. When we're up against Boros or Selesnya or something, tokeny Selesnya, not like Siege Worms Aplenty Selesnya, we can side that back in. So this might be the deck here. We'll add in like a mountain. So we have 2 red sources for Ral, and we've got stuff to surveil into it. It's not an ideal deck, but I think I'm pretty okay with this. Pretty okay-ish. Okay-ish is what we'll go for. So we're going to add some basic lands here. 6, 7, 1, 1. No green. What are you doing? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 blue. Or black. So that would be... We've got 6, 7, 8 blue sources, and we've got 8 black sources. So we may as well make that 9 black sources. 9 black sources, 8 blue sources, and 2 red sources? Sure, we'll go with that. And we'll storm on into round 1 and see if we can do anything here. I guess we should have done an instance and sorceries check for Ral. But like I said, the +1 is still 100% playable for it. So we've got 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6 instants and sorceries, so not a ton. But I mean, you're also not going to be -3ing Ral that much. So let's see how it goes. That was a bit of a weird draft. People didn't seem to really be on Dimir, but that's fine. Well, here we go. We've got our mana, and I think if one thing that we're going to have a problem with is getting enough mana, because we're really high on 4s and 5s for a slight bit. Hi, Boros Guildgate. How's it going? I thought we left you behind on Arena. I thought we left you behind. So we'll drop this Dimir Guildgate, pass the turn. Follow that up with a Wall of Mist. Chump some Boros chumps for a little bit. Kill a big Boros chump with a Price of Fame. Oh, not Boros. Amara. Just all the colors, eh? Boy, I don't want her to create a soldier. Oh, actually, we just get to kill her with Price of Fame, don't we? For 2 mana. Yeah, let's just murder her. Let's just murder her for full value. Full value. And we surveil too. I forgot that surveils too. This card is stupid good. Stupid good. We really don't want that swamp. And we don't want Wisconsin crab. Bye. Let's hope we get something else. So goodbye, Amara. Did you have other plans? You did. A rock charger. Hi. It's so good that that is uncommon. If they printed Pegasus Courser common one more time, I think there would have been problems. Hey, more removal. Things are great. So no reason to use that unexplained disappearance on the rock charger, so we'll just get a wall down, even though it does nothing against the rock charger. And, you know, someday we'll draw a creature that can attack. Maybe? Maybe not. It's entirely possible. Entirely possible. Also, I guess just some announcements for the channel while we're waiting for our opponent here. There was a quick note from one person. I know some people have said this as well. Crack-A-Pack Tuesdays are not just pack openings. They're not just like, look at these cards, I opened cards. We actually talk about the cards. They're actual draft discussion strategy videos. So if you've never really watched those and you do like discussing what your pack one, pick one would be, we win! I like not having to draw anything to win the game, okay? Okay, whatever. we won the match. Sure, we're 1-0. That's a great way to start off Guilds of Ravnica on MTGO, right? Anyways, there you are. They're strategy discussions. They're discussions of what you would take pack one, pick one if it was a draft. So you can definitely check that out if you haven't been checking them out. And also check out Twitch. I've been over on Twitch quite a bit and been getting very large raids. I was actually hosted by the official Magic channel last week during the streamer event. We've had 150 to like 450 people in chat the past 3 streams straight. So we've been having a good time over there. I do a lot more Arena over there than I do Magic Online because it's cheaper. Doesn't cost as much. And, you know, I'm still a slight nobody in the YouTube world, so I'm not quite able to just, you know, jam 8 hours of MTGO. But it's been fun over there. I'm looking to hopefully get up to about 3 days a week. No promises, but hopefully like an Arena day, an MTGO day, and then a third day of Arena or MTGO or whatever I feel like. I really want to play through XCOM 2, for example, and Forza has been very enjoyable and relaxing. So just possibly like a third relax day stream that may or may not be Magic. And if you want to hang out, that'd be awesome. Twitch.tv/TheManaLeek. But hey, here we are for another match where maybe we'll get past turn 3 and play some Magic. But I'd also take an early match concession again. I'd be 100% fine with that. So yeah, Twitch, check me out there. I thought I had another thing to talk about, but apparently not. We'll keep this hand. This hand's okay. Actually, I do have a third thing to talk about, and it is Twitch related. October 20th. I'll be doing my annual 24-hour live stream, Red, again, hurrah, where I will be playing, of course, a lot of Magic. But beyond that, I will also be doing Jackbox games and Choice Chamber and various games that Twitch chat can interact with. And there's going to be giveaways. Boy, howdy, there's going to be giveaways. We've got 11 giveaways already lined up, including MTGO bot credit for Card Hoarder, for MTGO traders. We've got Inked Gaming playmats. We've got 3 of those that we're going to give away, and I'm hoping to get a bunch more giveaways for sure. So definitely check that out. I'm hearing sounds. There we go. I was hearing MTGO sounds. I wasn't seeing MTGO sounds though. So we're going to bounce that goblin, I guess. Bounce the goblin, take 3. Shade. I think I need better stuff than that. I need a 5th land for Deadly Visit for sure. So we're going to bin that. We're going to have to take another 3 and just like Sinister Sabotage whatever they play. Yeah, I feel like we're going to have to Sinister Sabotage whatever they play here. Yuck. This is the Boros monster. If you can disturb the Boros monster in any way, the deck definitely does crumble. And if they stumble, if they miss a land, the deck definitely crumbles. But if they don't, it's like M19. It's not quite M19 levels of stupidity, of 17 different ways to pump your team, but it's still dominant. So we get a Darkblade Agent that would trade with Tajik there. You know what? Let's do it. So the trick is they're gonna have the mana to just pump Tajik, or not pump, but oh boy, we need, like yesterday, our deadweight, and we don't have our deadweight like yesterday. So Boros Challenger is going to become a 3/4, and that's going to be awful to deal with. So I guess we drop Muse Drake and just try to get 1 card closer to Price of Fame. Pitiless Gorgon. That's an option. That'll deal with Boros Challenger. So next turn we're going to have to Deadly Visit... Oh boy. Next turn we're going to have to Deadly Visit Boros Challenger, I guess, because it's ludicrously big. And we're just going to be playing chump blocks forever here. Chump. Go to 10. Sure, why not? Yeah, like if we could just find those unexplained disappearances, which I'm pretty sure don't exist in draft. We got that one, and that's like the first one I've ever seen. So we're taking 8, we're going to 2 here. It's like the first one I've ever seen and ever actually picked up in a draft. Then the Boros deck would be ruined, because the Boros deck, especially on Arena, is definitely all in on this stupid card. It's all in on creature aura, attack, and if you can interfere with that, they lose. And if you can't, you lose. Okay, so we're going to take a bunch, but we can drop 2 3-drops next turn, one of which will dig, one of which will be Death Touchy. So we're not dead if they don't have a combat trick or another creature. If they have a combat trick or another creature, we're dead. The upside, as I said, is I'm having fun with the format, even in matchups like this. Oh, we're just dead. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're dead. Not sure why that took them so long to figure out. So we were going to draw the Dimir Informant. We were going to surveil 2. We would have had it. We would have had it. We had the Price of Fame right there. Price of Fame killed that. Yeah. That was pretty good. That was pretty good. All right. So we just go back in. And we've got to get the Disruption. Actually, no. Sorry. Ritual of Soot definitely comes in here, because not much of their deck will be over 3 CMC. So Ritual of Soot comes in, and frankly, expensive cards need to go, like Crawl Swarm. Bye. No, not bye. Maybe just the Gatekeeper Gargoyle. This one's 1 cheaper. No. All right. So, yeah. I'm having fun with it, even in these Boros matchups to an extent. Whereas in Gate Crash, it was just miserable, like this hand. So it doesn't feel as bad as Gate Crash, which is great. Boy, this Scry needs to be something real good, and that's not it. So we probably just die to Boros here, which you'll hear a lot over the next 4 months, I think. But yeah. Draft your deadweights. Draft your deadweights, and things will be okay. That's a Skyline Scout. Oh boy, Dimir Informant, find a land. Alright, so we can put Guildgate on top. It'll be our 4th land. We'll play one of our 3-drops next turn. And this island can go to hell, because as much as we need lands, we also need not lands at the same time. Tajik. Ah, Blade Instructor, not Tajik. Haha, we have held them off. And then we will Spinal Centipede, which will perhaps additionally help hold them off. Which, of course, is when they play Trusty or Intrusive Pack Beast, or Demotion. Yeah, the trick with Boros is that they only really need 1 Mentor turn. It's obviously great if they can Mentor turn after turn after turn, but 1 Mentor turn can be pretty impossible to come back from. So it's rough. It's really rough. It's really, really, really rough. And in fact, actually, no, they're not going to get... Oh my god. Yep. Yeah, we got Boros. We got Boros. So, we can... I mean, we'll just see what happens here, where these counters all go. So, Barge Sarge on Instructor, making it a 4-2. Instructor on the Patrol, making it a 3-4. Hurrah. So we got to kill, I guess, Barge Sarge, and then, like, double block the Instructor. and take 3. And we'll put a counter on whatever lives. And then we gotta draw removal. We gotta draw removal real bad. Real bad. So at least we can block Parhelion Patrol now. Ooh, bounce. Cool. So we're gonna go with a Veiled Shade. And we're gonna pass the turn. And we're gonna bounce that Parhelion Patrol. And here we go. If we can just like rip a couple of more pieces of removal, we might be totally fine here. We might be totally fine. Wow, we are not totally fine. So before attacks, because I don't want counters, we're going to bounce that Parhelion Patrol. Burglar Rat, we're going to get to make them discard a card, but we're not going to get to play anything else. Burglar Rat ain't going to do it. Ain't going to do it, Burglar Rat. See ya. We need other stuff, or else. I hate you, Magic Online, sometimes, you know that? Sometimes I hate you. Do we make them discard and threaten a pump? Or do we just drop a Wisconsin Crab? Like, this thing's gonna fly and be a 3/2 thanks to the Bodyguard. But the Bodyguard will die to a double block here. So yeah, let's drop the Rat. Let's see what their non-Parhelion Patrol creature is. Or card. It may just be a land. It's probably just a land. So we're still not in... We're in a shape that is not great, but... Again, we're like a couple of not even amazing draws, just like fine draws. And we're in good shape. They're down to 1 card in hand after this. We've got blocks. We actually still... They pitched the Tajik. And we actually, yeah, we just get to kill that Skyline Scout if they attack. Yeah, no, they actually don't have great attacks here. Parhelion Patrol, they've got a fresh card in hand. And we're apparently just going to see it. Ooh, it's a Guild Mage. That's bad news. Deadweight. That's a bad draw. That is indeed a bad draw. So we're just going to pass the turn. And yeah, we need removal. We need Deadweight. We need Deadly Visit. We need Price of Fame. Artful Takedown. Ritual of Soot destroys their board outside of their patrol. They're just going to straight tap a creature here? They are. They are. We need to dig to that Ritual of Soot real bad. Real bad. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. So you're coming in with a 3/3? Yeah, we're going to go like that. We're going to eat your 3/3. Goodbye, Rat. We take 3. Has our opponent stopped drawing gas? Of course they haven't stopped drawing gas. Can we draw gas? Sort of. Sort of yes. Sort of yes. So what we're going to have to do is actually possibly just right now. Well, they're going to tap a creature anyways. God, I hate Boros. I really hate Boros. I really hate Boros. I can't wait for Ravnica Allegiance, where this color combination is not supported. Alright, so we won't have to tap down the Guild Mage. We'll tap down the 2 mentors. We'll tap down the mentor and kill the other mentor, and then they're out of mentors. But we're still going to have a problem. Still going to have a problem. So, yeah, sure. Go to beginning of combat, please. And we'll do both. We will tap that one, and we will murderize that one. Boop, 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 boop. And then they can still fly in for 3 or 2 here, which I imagine they'll do. They do indeed. They do indeed. So we'll take 2, go to 12. And this just represents death, you know, a few turns in a row. Sinister Sabotage, I guess we're going to have to keep that up, aren't we? As opposed to dropping the Necrolisc. They're still just going to keep dropping that Drake down, unfortunately. But hopefully we counter something. We're actually going to counter anything they cast here in order for us to surveil and try to find Deadweight, I suppose, or again, Ritual of Soot just leaves them empty boarded. No attacks. Pass the turn. Okay. Alright. Let's go Necrolisc. And that lets us hold up Sinister Sabotage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So they could be hoping for a Cosmotronic Wave, or actually no, they're just going to try to kill me. They're just going to try to kill me. We are on a 3-turn clock, not even a 3-turn, because of course they can do it our turn and their turn on the final turn. So we're actually on a 2-turn clock here. So they're not going to cast anything. They're just not going to cast anything. And we've got a turn. We've got 2 draws, I think, to find removal for that Guild Mage. Or else. Or else. Boros is a hell of a thing. Boros is a hell of a thing. Opponent coming in. Not coming in. Coming in. So they have a combat trick, I would expect here. Which means that we are going to get a spell to counter, which is nice. Oh no, they are going to tap the Drake anyways. Weird. Why do 2 instead of 3? I don't get it. Why do 2 instead of 3? Oh, casting something. Counter it. Give me that sweet, sweet, sweet Surveil. Go away, Swamp. Go away. What's on top? A flyer. That still doesn't do it. But it's a flyer. We're still just super dead. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Chemist's Insight would have been good in this deck. It's unfortunate we didn't get that Radical idea. But we need removal. Nope. No such luck. No such luck. Alright, so we're going to get 3'd, and then we're going to get 3'd, but we're still not dead. We are just dead to Inescapable Blaze, though, which has been an obnoxious card. So, one time, removal. Get him. Get him good. Sure, I'll take 3. I'll go to 1. Oh. Oh. I mean, if they have a haste creature, they got a haste creature, but let's make them have it, right? Please don't die. Oh boy. Sure. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Sure, sure. We lost to Boros, but we got to cast Ritual, so that's fine. Let's go into match 3. We are 1-1. We didn't deserve the 1, but we're 1-1. And let's hope we don't face Boros for what I think will be the 3rd time in a row. The first deck was, remember, Boros Guildgate on turn 1. So I'd prefer if we didn't play Boros 3 times in a row. So let's politely ask that our opponent does not play Boros. We can start with this hand. It's not great, but it's fine. So we're going to drop a Dimir Guildgate, and we're going to say, no mountain, no plains. Please. Please. Haha! We'll have a game of Magic, and it might be fun. So we'll drop that Guildgate. We've got our colors. We've got a Centipede next turn, a Wishcoin Crab to lock down the battlefield a bit. And things might be okay. Things might be okay here. If they don't have a threat, we actually have a Bartizan Bats instead of that Wishcoin Crab. I got too used to calling it Wisconsin Crab, and now I just always call it Wisconsin Crab. What you got, opponent? A land. That feels like a disdainful stroke. So which creature do we dislike the most? Actually, this could just be a Whisper Agent. So let's come in for 3, see if it's a Whisper Agent. Actually, if it's a Whisper Agent, I should have played a creature. It is a Whisper Agent. I should have played a creature to get the counter. I don't know. I think I slightly had them more on Disdainful Stroke than on Whisper Agent. They didn't block anyways, so nothing I'm talking about matters. Let's drop the Wisconsin Crab. Pass the turn. That's going to hold off that agent pretty darn well. So they pitched a swamp off the top. Had a land still. Okay. Wishcoin Crab is a little bit sadder. We'll take 3 here. This is fine. We can smash 3 for 3 every turn if we want to. Okie dokes. Ooh, we got Ral. Do we have them on Disdainful Stroke or not? I mean, I feel like we kind of make them have it. What can we do instead? We could drop an Artful Takedown. Not drop it. We could use it on whatever creature they have. Alright, you know what? I want to see if you have another Whisper Agent. And if you do, we get a counter on the Crab. You don't appear to. So we're going to drop an Undercity Necrolisk. And then... Oh, Disdainful Stroke. They had the Disdainful Stroke. We read it. So now Ral might have a better chance of coming down. Please don't be a Watcher in the Mist. Well, it wasn't a Watcher in the Mist, I guess. Okay. So we're going to have to drop Bartizan Bats and hope they don't interact with it. This card actually hasn't been... It hasn't been... I gotta choose my words here. It hasn't been as awful as I was worried about. It has been pretty awful. It has definitely been pretty awful. But I've definitely seen a lot of cases where the person who plays it just gets outraced and has no chance. But I think outracing is really the only thing you can do about it. But there have been matches where I've dropped it and my opponent has just been like, good game. And, you know, fuck off. Yeah, this is stupid. Wizard has to stop printing hexproof. Like, they really have to stop printing hexproof. So, I mean, I guess we're going to kill the first one. And they could just jumpstart it and copy the next one. No, we just lose, I think. I mean, I guess we get to get him down some more damage here. And maybe Ral actually makes them, like, freak out a little bit. So, like, let's come in for 3 here. And there's no way they're going to trade. So we've got him down to 8. And then, like, we can drop Ral +1, try to dig a little bit more. Yeah. Drop Ral and dig, and basically save us 6 damage here. Crawl Swarm will be an additional answer for a Night Veil Predator. So that answers 2 Night Veil Predators. It doesn't answer the 3rd Night Veil Predator. But we'll take that over the land for sure. Pass the turn. And this actually will be close-ish. we're still gonna lose, but it'll be close-ish. It'll be close-ish, I think. So I expect Ral to just take 6 here. Ral just takes 6, so goodbye, Ral. It was a pleasure of you stopping by. And then we basically have to drop Crawl Swarm here. We get to get in for another 3. Which they might have to respect. Nope, no respect. No respect whatsoever. We take him to 5. And then, yeah, we've got to drop Crawl Swarm. And hope they can't kill it. So this is still going to be close. I would just like it to be closer. They're leaving 1 back, so we're going to rip that one down. And we'll take 3, go to 8. And we kind of really need them to not have a creature here. Not only do they get a creature, they get a life too. And that blocks pretty darn well as well. So we're going to have to Price of Fame. Actually, we could Artful Takedown. We could Artful Takedown on their turn. Does that do anything? Not really, eh? We could drop a Pitiless Gorgon and a Wall of Mist. We might still be okay here. Let's go Gorgon and Wall of Mist. So Wall of Mist stops the 4/4. Gorgon eats something. Actually, we'll block Crab with that. We may be okay. We may actually pull this out. We may actually win through 3 Night Veil Predators. So, like, they come in with that. We go to 5. 3, 4, 5. We actually have... Oh, we haven't 1. 1 is not 0. 1 is not 0. 1 confirmed, not 0. So I guess we have to... if we Artful Takedown now... If we Artful Takedown now, we kill the 4/4, we tap the 3/2, we come in for 5, and we take them to 1. We have 2 blockers for their ground creature. And they have to leave back a blocker. So we basically have to ask them to not have a counter spell or anything. So we're going to have to tap down that and kill that. Blue, black, black, black. Please no? Okay. Okay. Uh-oh. Their own Artful Takedown? Gonna kill my Gorgon? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna go to 2, and I don't know that we have any possible answer. Our Muse Drake... Or, no, we do have a Muse Drake in the deck. We do have a Muse Drake in the deck. But we're going to lose to the card that I fully presumed we'd lose to several times over, unfortunately. Once again, Hexproof has to stop being printed. It serves no purpose. Ugh. What do we get? Another Artful Takedown. Hurrah. We lose. That's what we get. We get to lose. That sucked. That sucked a lot. Yeah, there's no... I guess we had a Gatekeeper Gargoyle. There's no answers. There's no answers. There's nothing you can do about that. That is awful. We're going to pull in a Disdainful Stroke. That's something we can I love all the people who are going to be in the YouTube comments saying, you have a disdainful stroke, you can counter it. Yeah, sure, if I have 2 mana on the exact turn that you happen to counter it, or that you happen to play it. Yeah. Let's see, Undercity Necrolisk. Probably just not doing well enough. Let's go with this. Let's go with this and hope that we don't play against 3 Night Veil Predators again. We're going to play first. And this is okay-ish. It's not the best, but our curve is not the best. And even again, before all of you bitch and moan in the comments, and not all of you, the few of you who I have shadow banned, some of you probably, I'm still enjoying this. That was a close match, and that was fun. Okay? I'm going to be here week after week after week, enjoying and having fun with Magic. And, yeah, I had fun even when I lost, even against such a stupid card like that. And that is a sign of a good format. What you got? Nothing? Cool. Well, I don't fear your 3 drops, so we're going to get ourselves a Dimir Informant. Not that I can do anything against their 3 drops anyways. Dimir Informant, show me stuff. Somewhat okay stuff, but Crab, we've already got the Informant down. Crab's not going to do much more work. We have to get stuff in the air. So we're going to be looking at probably like past this turn, keep up Stroke. Notion Rain. Draw 2 cards and take 2 to the brain. Notion Rain. Doing my job for me. Dealing 2 damage. Top. Must be nice. Must be nice. Also, you got to discard a land. So we get to keep up a Disappearance Stroke, Price of Fame, Sphere. We just got all the answers right now. And I'm sure my opponent has no answers in their 7 land hand. 7 card hand. I hope it's 7 lands. Veiled Shade, sure. We'll probably just Capture Sphere that. We can't Capture Sphere much else. Our own Veiled Shade. Yeah, we're just going to have to keep up answers here. Dropping the Veiled Shade leaves us really open to just getting boned. Blood Operative. I will pretty willingly Price of Fame here. Pretty willingly Price of Fame it. Sinister Sabotage, cool. Island, go away. I mean, we do want to land, but we'll draw lands. Getting that 5th land for the Crawl Swarm someday is fine. We have other stuff we can do. And having all the counter spells in the world seems decent. So we're going to bash in for 1. Get him good. Dazzling Lights? Sure. Yeah, Dazzling Lights did me, and you're going to get to return your Blood Operative to your hand. Then we're going to counter it again. They threw away an island, it looks like. Got him to 13. They've done a significant portion of that damage themselves. You bet we're going to counter that. Boop, boop, ba-doop. And we're going to Surveil 1, Swamp. God, we're gonna draw the Swamp, and we're gonna drop the Crawl Swarm, and they're gonna play the stupid Night Veil Predator. You know that, right? Six cards in hand, but they've got to hit an island, and they actually threw an island away off the top. So I think they don't have Crawl Swarm, or they don't have Night Veil Predator in their hand. So we're gonna top that so that we can play Crawl Swarm next turn. Play it into an uncounterable bit of mana base there. So we're going to bash in for 3. I guess actually technically we could play Veiled Shade and hold up Disdainful Stroke. No, let's just drop the Crawl Swarm. One time, please don't Night Veil Predator me even though you've been missing land drops and threw away an island, so the odds of you just magically having an island right now is low. There's no island being snap played, so that's good. They're passing the turn, so Artful Takedown is going to be one hell of a disdainful stroke target. Nope. Nope. I see you tapping 4 mana. But we are gonna stroke it. Stroke it good. And then click through combat, because I've been playing Arena too much, and my muscle memory is all fuckered. Yeah, let's drop the Veiled Shade. Oh boy, having 2 different programs with different cadences is problematic. Bye. Hi. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to bounce it this turn, forcing them to basically spend their next turn recasting it. We're going to throw that away. And then we get to deadweight it next turn. So off the keyboard, and we're in the attack phase. And then we'll pump once. Get in for 4, take them to 8. So they can spend their turn replaying the Gorgon. They should be at 3 at the moment. Of course. They replay the Gorgon. That's fine. We're going to deadweight that Gorgon. You betcha. Then we're going to bash in for 2, 3, 4, 5. Take him to 3. Take him to 3. So, take them to 0 if we hadn't clicked through. Artful Takedown, main phase. They don't want that getting countered. So we've got them on a 3-turn clock. So we will go 1. So this is 3 to bring back. So this is 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we're a turn away from doing that. So what we'll do is end of their turn, return this to hand, and then cast it. So we will make sure that we don't F6 here. Nope. We are instead just discarding that Wall of Mist. Goodbye. Whew, this card's surprisingly fine. Like, I would even say good. And the existence of the blue-black deck where this card works makes me super happy. Artful Takedown, cool. I'ma tap that. I'ma kill that. I'ma take you to 1. And still don't know how to finish that last bit of damage. Man, I'm so mad that I clicked through that. There's such a different cadence between this and Arena. What do we get? Island, of course. Pass the turn. Gonna lose due to a punt. That's unfortunate. Taking 5, because you've got a creature back, I betcha. Taking 5. What happens if we hit Ral? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, Ral kills that Rhizome Lurcher. Passwall Adept, yuck. So we're on a 3-turn clock. Pitiless Gorgon. Actually, yeah, we can do this. We can do this. We can do this. We can... Nope, nope, nope. We can return this and cast it. And demand an answer, or we win. Now, odds are they have an answer. I don't believe we've seen their... Oh, we have seen their deadweight already, actually. And we've seen both of their artful takedowns. They got a top deck an answer. Answer. There's no slam answer happening here. Hey, hey, hey. Whew. Hey, Ral, you're late to the party. I'm so glad we pulled that out. I would have been real unhappy. So, Ritual of Soot Count. Blood Operative. Pitiless Gorgon. Snitch. Shade Adept. It's still not enough, right? And it's just creatures, not permanents, right? Creatures. Creatures power 3? CMC 3. So it doesn't hit Nightveil Predator. Heck. I think we just go back in. We go back in, we do almost what we did there, except for clicking through combat. We don't do that again. We don't do that again. This is slow. My deck is slow. This isn't terribly reactive. Let's keep. And hope no Predator. Predator on 4, we probably technically just concede the game. We won't concede the game, but we probably technically just concede the game at that point. So we've got Centipede. I almost called it Spentipede. Spentipede on 3. Muse Drake probably on 4, depending on whether or not Artful Takedown needs to do something. Oh, Demure Informant throws a bit of a wrench into that. Yeah, we're going to have to see what they do on 3 here. So they're a black mana away from the scary thing. So we're actually just going to pass the turn. Because we got Counterspell, and we can't have them cast it. We can't have it happen here. They've got black, black, blue, blue. And they pass the turn. That's fine by me. And we're going to pass the turn right back. I will stare you down forever. Is it Guildgate? Go. I have a hand of nothing, opponent. That's a lot of mana. Yeah, we just get to Artful Takedown that. Bye-bye. Another land, so 1, 2, 3. So we're going to drop an Informant. Oops. Dig, dig, dig. Hey, Ral, how's it going, bud? You can hang out on top, and that island can go away. So Rowling, if they play a Dimir Predator or a Nightveil Predator, sucks. 4 mana, not blue blue. 3 mana, not blue blue. Disinformation campaign. Interesting. I don't think I want to discard anything I have. I discard a Spinal Centipede. They're not casting a Dimir Predator or a Nightveil Predator though, so I'm actually pretty okay countering this, I think. Countering this, we surveil, we keep what's his butt on top. They might actually have Disdainful Stroke. They may Disdainful Stroke Ral here, and that's going to suck. We probably just make them have it, though. Get in for 1. And I mean, if they have it, they're always going to have it. So make them have it now rather than make them have it next turn with another card draw. They have it. They have it. They always have it. Bye, Ral. Good talk. Thanks for coming along. Don't tap blue, blue, black, black. God damn it. GG. Good game. Game over. Bye, everybody. If you've enjoyed that, please click the thumbs up button. Hey, look, a spell that interacts with creatures. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to drop Muse Drake. See if we can hit a land to drop a Spinal Centipede. Because it's a race. It's a race, and I'm not going to win. Quasi-duplicate, and I'll just concede right now. Like, there's literally nothing we can do, right? This is pathetic. This is pathetic. Hexproof has to go. It has to go. Like, it has to go. Womp, 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 womp. So we're going to go 1 and 2 in Guilds of Ravnica Draft. And again, still kind of having fun. It's just Hexproof has to go. It's an awful mechanic, and it shouldn't be printed anymore. Period. So that's half of our hand that does literal stone nothing. So we'll play a creature that does nothing. And then we'll play another creature that does nothing and pass the turn. And then they'll make a third copy. Oh boy. Oh boy. You got it. You got it. So you can 6 me here, I guess. Go to 11. Deadweight. Cool. Cool beans. Cool beanerini. So we've got a hand that cannot interact with our opponent's board. There's a reason Hexproof was not a mechanic for a very long time. So bye. Yeah, there's no point in playing the rest of that game. It was just going to make me more and more mad. Yeah, I really enjoy this format. I know that I was definitely a little bit down on the Boros and the Night Veil Predator there, but I'm still enjoying the format. So don't take anything different away from that. I'm super excited to draft it for the first time in paper because I think, unfortunately, gold sets are awful in leagues. They're awful. They're really, really bad in leagues. Khans of Tarkir is nowhere near as good a format as it is in leagues. This is not as good of a format as it is in a league. So I'm super excited to play it in paper tonight. But you'll find me jamming this on Twitch on Magic Arena. I'm going to be doing a Magic Arena Monday, Guilds of Ravnica Draft. I'll be doing Spikey Saturdays, of course, every week, and those Crack Pack Tuesdays. So make sure you check all that out. As always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, you can find me on Twitter at the Mana Leek. That's Leek, like the vegetable, not the card. You can find me at facebook.com/TheManaLeek, twitch.tv/TheManaLeek, and patreon.com/TheManaLeek. If you like the content, click the thumbs up button. Click subscribe if you want to see more. And if you have questions, comments, or suggestions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time.